Deputy Speaker, sir, I, on behalf of my party, wholeheartedly support this bill because government had no other alternative but to bring the bill because of the directions of the Supreme Court. Otherwise, the government would have liable to be contempt for the court, sir. Anyway, but this bill was needed. The object of the bill regarding the 10 years addition for the getting the pension for the lawyers, that was very much needed, and I support that. Sir, in our house in last year, we discussed about the National Judicial Appointment Bill, and almost all the states have accepted that one. Constitutional amendment was made, but the Supreme Court has struck down. And we have to accept that in our constitutional system, this parliament has the power to engraft constitution, and the judiciary is having the power to test the constitution on the ground of the constitutional validity. I am not on that. And we have to accept that final interpreter of the constitution of the Supreme Court is India. That we have to accept. I am not there. I am still there, sir. The selection of the judges from the bar, appointment. My friend was saying grade A, grade B, grade C. Sir, this collegium system is still now so seriously criticized. I don't know what law would be laid down by the Supreme Court, the Constitution bench. But sincerely, we are not getting good lawyers because of the collegium's function is not properly done still now. Judges, sir, I am giving you an example and fact. In fact, I heard it yesterday only, and it's a great shock to me. Sir, in our High Court, there was a great judge, good judge, Justice Bhaskar Bhattacharya. He was transferred as a Chief Justice of the Gujarat High Court. Became very popular. Now, when he was the Chief Justice of the Gujarat High Court, he persuaded a lawyer whose age was, at that point of time, 42 years, who was giving income tax 1 crore and return was 3 crores. Then you can imagine that at the age of 42 years how he has grown up.
It's the Gujarat model.
No, not the Gujarat. No, please. Say I am, sir. I am very serious issue I am discussing. At Gujarat High Court, one advocate was giving 1 crore income tax and 3 crores returns. Naturally, he is a brilliant lawyer, and otherwise it cannot be done. Those who are in profession, they understand. At the age of 42 years, it is impossible for a lawyer to give a 3 crores return. His father is also a very good lawyer. Chief Justice persuaded him to give consent for becoming a judge. And for what? Salary? That's 80,000, 90,000. He agreed to that. What has happened, sir? After 3 days, Justice Bhaskar Bhattacharya has been superseded for being appointed as a judge of the Supreme Court. The lawyer on the next day came and said, "Sir, I am ready to sacrifice this, but can you give me this assurance that I would not be superseded in future because of this collegium system?" And the gentleman did not accept that. This is a very unfortunate incident of the country. The collegium system is failing. Not the grade A and grade B. The collegium persons whom he likes, yes, he is good, good. He is bad, bad. A lawyer, if he speaks every time, yes, my lord, you are right. He is a very good lawyer. And he opposes, no, no, no. It has been failed. Collegium system has been failed. Debate will be continuing. I will request the Honorable Law Minister. I was talking with one of my colleagues in my profession also. If required, out of the parliament, call a national debate on this subject. What should be the procedure, what should be the appointment procedure of the judges in the High Court and Supreme Court? Regarding salary of the judges, sir, I agree with my friend spoke from the Congress. This is a really very small amount. Never a good lawyer will come. At the same time, I will request the Honorable Law Minister, please constitute a commission of Judicial Commission for the purpose of fixing of the salaries of the judges. Don't club them with your judicial secretaries and the cabinet secretaries. They are holding a very high post. Don't compare them with your secretaries which are there. Let them fix up. Government will constitute the commission. Let them fix up what should be the salaries of the judges, how it can come. So far infrastructure is concerned, I am telling that my one of UP friend is there. 168 vacancies are, sanctioned posts are there at Uttar Pradesh Allahabad High Court. And I have been told 50% are there, 50% are not there. Now a large number of vacancies are in the country. Large number of vacancies. Immediate steps should be taken to fill up the vacancies in everywhere. In every state, in every district. Infrastructure has to be made. Speedy justice is not a slogan, it's not a dialogue. Speedy justice is, justice has to be delivered. Sir, so far my other just now spoke, limit the time. If you limit the time Parliament is concerned, no member of Parliament completes his speech within the time limit. How can a case can be completed within a time limit before the court of law is concerned? There are complexities are there in the cases. Therefore, it is impossible to accept the proposition that there would be a time limit for the purpose of the arguing a case. Sir, in our Calcutta High Court, in 1960s, there was a great Chief Justice, whose name was Chief Justice Phanibhushan Chakraborty. When the Chief Justice retired from the service, within 7 days, an offer came to him. Offer was to be the governor of a state. What he said on the day to the Honorable Prime Minister at that point of time, do not make this offer to any judge. If a judge, if you going on offering this is, the judges of this country will be thinking that if I deliver a judgment, if I deliver anything, something in favor of the ruling party, I may be appointed as a governor in any states. Very unfortunate, sir. It's an extremely unfortunate incident of a country that ex-Chief Justice of India of this country has been offered with a governorship in one of these states. This should not have been done. This should not have been done. I will request the Honorable Law Minister, if required, you increase the pension of the judges, increase the salaries of the judges, whatever you like to do, but make a law that after retirement, no accommodation of the judges or IAS officers in our country. They should not be given any favor after the appointment, after the retirement. Because if you, before the retirement, at the point of this is a juncture, these 6 months or 1 year or 2 years are very important. If he knows that if I can favor the government by giving an order, by doing an act, I will be favored with any other appointment after the retirement, it may continue for a period of 5 years. If really in our country democracy is required to be strengthened, and I believe the judiciary is one of the pillars who has strengthened the democracy in our country. For the purpose of, yesterday I was telling one of my friends, the present Chief Justice has said, if the judiciary is being allowed to function properly, India will be #1 in the world. From this here, getting this opportunity, I am just telling to you, Deputy Speaker sir, if a law is made that after the retirement, no judge, no IAS, no IPS officer should be accommodated with any post in this country, of course India would be the #1 in the world. It is bound to be the #1 of the world. Sir, why this appointment? The persons you are appointing for 3 years and 5 years, why you are making them, bringing that lawyers 58 years and 15 years for 3 years? It's a case of an accommodation. Sir, I do not want to embarrass today the judiciary by saying so here, by giving one illustration which will really embarrass the judiciary of the country. I do not want, because I always pay deep respect to the judiciary. 2 years, 3 years, 59 years, 58 years, advocate is becoming judges, becoming second judge. What they do? Nothing. No performance. But now because of this act, 10 years will be added and pensionary benefit will be given to them. If he is required to be appointed, appoint him at the 45 years. If he is really eligible, if he is really qualified, if you feel he has to be made judge, make him 45, 50. Why at the age of 60 for 2 years for the purpose of giving him pension only after 2 years? This is a favor to a person. It should not have been done. It should not be encouraged. It should be stopped. Sir, regarding circuit bench, which my friend has said, I agree that, in fact, I went to the Honorable Law Minister before this speech has. Sir, I don't know whether all you are having an experience at Delhi or not. If you want come to Supreme Court at Delhi, Delhi lawyers are so monopoly. Fees starts from 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, 8 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 12 lakhs, 25 lakhs. This monopoly has to be. It must be checked in the monopoly. And if it is, circuit bench is there in all over India, I am sure no advocate can dare to ask for this amount of fees from the people. Therefore, I will request, make a constitutional amendment. I know that you will be getting a great opposition from the Delhi itself, because Delhi lawyers will first oppose it. No circuit bench would be there, because they are the most beneficial. Only the Supreme Court is here. If the Supreme Court circuit bench is there, and doorstep justice is not a word in the books. If a doorstep justice has to be delivered, similarly circuit bench of the Supreme Court must be in all regions. It has to be there. It should be given. With this, sir, I will request the Honorable Law Minister that we have 8 months have gone on in National Judicial Appointment Bills, collegium, etc., etc. Lot of vacancies have come. In fact, there is no 50% works have gone down to every High Court. Request the Present Honorable Chief Justice to speed up the filling of the post of the appointments. With this, I give the thanks. Sir, I am grateful that I have been given me this chance.